Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Coding Environment. So, today's video's topic is what is a proxy server? So, what is a proxy? A proxy is someone or something that has an authority to do something for another person or a thing. So, in terms of computers and networks, a proxy server acts on behalf of these computers and networks to pull the data from the internet. Now, why we use these proxy servers and what are the different types of the proxy servers, we're gonna see in this video. So let's see what are the key functions of a proxy server. The first key function of a proxy server is anatomy and privacy, which means it hides the client IP address. So in normal scenario, when a user is trying to access any website, suppose it is google.com, the user will send a packet to this google.com. In this packet, you'll give your source IP and the destination IP, where the destination IP is nothing but the google.com and the source IP is your client IP. In this case, suppose you have a address of 110.192.1. This IP will go to this google.com. So one thing, like suppose if you put a proxy server here, the proxy server this proxy server will hide this source IP from this google.com. So this is one of the key feature of this proxy server. The other key feature is the access control, which means restrict access to the certain content or website. In most of the colleges or in a company, you have seen that some sites you will not be able to visit. Like assume that if you are working in a company, most of the places that Gmail is blocked. So this blocking is done by this proxy server only. Like whatever the website you want to block or whatever website you want that your employee or your students in colleges don't want to visit, you can put all those websites into this proxy server, and the proxy server will take care of blocking all those websites for these clients. In this case, maybe student or maybe employee. The third use of this proxy server is caching, which means store previously fetched content to reduce the bandwidth usage and the load time. Now, also what this proxy server can do is like suppose you are a user and for some purpose you are frequently using frequently accessing some website, suppose like some learning website, so just course.com I will say. Now most of the time this user is trying to access this course.com website. So what will happen in this case, this proxy server will cache the content of the frequently accessed course.com web page and keep it into the cache. So this will be done by this proxy server. So next time when this client is trying to access this course.com, it don't have to go to the website. It will directly take the data from this cache and return it to this client. So this is one of the feature of this proxy server also. The fourth feature of this is security. It means act as a filter for the malicious content and can block unwanted traffic. In this case, suppose there is some different websites who is trying to connect to your computer, which is malicious website, and these malicious websites is trying to connect to your computer. They have to go through this proxy, and this proxy will block this malicious content to reach to your computer. So this is also one of the feature of this, and the load balancing is also one of the part which I will explain during explaining the reverse proxy. So this is the different key functions of a proxy server. Most of the things here which I have explained is a part of your forward proxy And the last two, like this security and the load balancing, is mostly used in the reverse proxy. So let's see what the different types of the proxy we have. Now, there are various types of the proxy servers exist in the system. The one is the forward proxy. The other is the reverse proxy, which is used frequently in the systems. A part of that, we have a residential proxy, shared proxy, SSL proxy, rotating proxy. There are various types of proxy, but most of the time in our environment, we use this forward proxy and the reverse proxy. So let's see what is a forward proxy and the reverse proxy a bit in detail. So in forward proxy, like there will be a proxy server exist between your internet and your system. Maybe in client, it can be the like if it is a college, or if it is a college or a company, they will generally keep this proxy server. And if a client, if a employee or a student want to access this internet, it has to go through this proxy server. So as I have already explained, like what are the various key features of this proxy server, which is like hiding the client IP address, blocking the websites, and caching the contents. So those things I have already explained. So most of the things I have already explained, like explaining what is a proxy server. In this case, there is mostly three benefits what we will get using this proxy server. Is one is like hiding the client IP address, the caching of the frequently used websites, and blocking any websites. So these are the three main features of this proxy server. In the case of the reverse proxy, like what is the reverse proxy? In the case of the reverse proxy, like if you see this forward proxy, most of the communication was happening from this client to the internet. When I'm saying reverse, it means the communication will happen from internet to clients, or here in this case server. So let's see, just assume that these are the high-end servers. Okay, so these are the servers. Now servers of google.com or facebook.com, so any website. So suppose, and these are the clients, so various clients like users like you and me, these are the clients who are trying to access this google.com or facebook.com servers. So what they will do here, they will put it as a reverse proxy. Okay, reverse proxy. And in this case, all the calls coming from this client to these servers will go through this reverse proxy. And what is the job of the reverse proxy? One job of the reverse proxy is to do the load balancing, which I was saying at the starting, right? So suppose many calls are coming, and this is the server 1, this is the server 2, and this is the server 3. Okay, so many calls are coming from the client, and if all the calls are going to this server 1 only, your server 1 will get loaded heavily, but server 2 and server 3 is not utilized properly. So this reverse proxy job will be like to redirect the incoming calls from this clients to the servers which is more available or which is not heavily loaded. So this is one, load balancing is one feature. The other feature is, suppose there is malicious clients were there, like hackers or someone who is trying to hack these servers. In this case, this reverse proxy job is to stop this malicious calls which is coming to these servers. Okay, so this is like security, providing DDoS effect, everything they will take care by keeping in this server. So these are the different benefits of having a reverse proxy and a forward proxy. So I hope I have explained this reverse proxy and forward proxy and all the complete proxy in detail. If you guys have any doubt, please write it in comment section. And if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, have a great day and goodbye.